Because of this coronavirus, I lost housing. I've been struggling with my online classes, but most importantly, with my emotions. It's brought me back to a dark place, making me feel like I don't have a support system, not being able to fall back on anyone, having to house couch around, feeling like I have a home.
I'm sick, and my doctor believed that I had contracted the virus as well. So I've been off of work for some days now and will be off. In addition, my other job that I depend on, my part-time job, had to close as well. And that's closed without any pay. Um, there's no telling when, unfortunately, they'll be able to open back up.
COVID-19 has changed my life by completely displacing my academic classes in person and my employment, as well as making it impossible to see my younger sister who doesn't live with me.
And being forced to be put into this predicament has tremendously psyched me out, put me in a lot of situational depression, and just trying to get up and motivate myself to do the work is hard. I work 7 jobs. I'm an essential worker, so I've gone 72 hours without sleep, and not the fact that I'm actually couch surfing right now, and I'm homeless because of ripple effects that have happened prior to this virus. I can't even find a place to stay or continue my search for renting a place or anything because no one's answering their phones.
My work hours and therefore my income has been cut in half because although we are technically still essential, we've cut back on staff and we've cut back on hours that are available for everyone. So now, if things continue the way they are, my monthly bills are going to leave me at a deficit rather than being able to make ends meet.
I've seen youth who are living in dorms now facing houselessness. Here in Washington State, with school being out for the rest of the year, school is a place where youth could receive 1, 2, or 3 hot meals a day. That no longer is happening.
I can't do any of the things that I would normally do. I'm still remaining thankful, but as a social worker, we provide face-to-face services, and so we haven't been able to do that with our youth as we would normally do.
Something that I wish I would have known before all of this is that dormitories were going to close down and universities were going to start like shutting away their students. I was kicked out of my dorm and my job has laid me off, so I have no income. And there are no resources really out there for me at this moment. This whole situation is just, it's not made with the right resources. And I just wish that I would have known this before any of this would have happened.
A resource or change I hope that might come from COVID is extended AB-12 foster care. I know they've been pushing for 25 or 26. As someone who recently just came out of AB-12, I think it's imperative we expand these resources during this time.
I really hope, because of COVID-19, one of the essential things that everybody should have is a computer, laptop, and Wi-Fi. COVID-19 has proven that those things are now considered essential to continue working, to be more informed about the situation, and to continue to go to school.
Some of the resources that I'm glad and the changes that I've seen happen during this time are LAUSD had opened centers for people to come and get food during specific times for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A lot of student loan payments have been frozen and or forgiven. Decision makers and various advocacy groups throughout the nation, including ourselves, are doing everything we possibly can to make sure that those who need it will get a fair share and the necessary help.
I would like there to be a lot of attention on foster youth. This has reignited a lot of trauma, and I feel like there's a lot of youth out there that are also experiencing something similar, and we're not talking about it.
I wish the government did a better job in assisting foster youth, so when stuff like this happen, they aren't pushed to the back line, or it's not as hard on them, because we are considered an at-risk population among with other at-risk populations, but we have to fight so much harder because for some reason, our voices never really get heard to the full force until something happens. And I wish it was different. I really do.